Welcome to Global Crossroads. For decades, the Arctic was a frozen remote frontier, a place of scientific research and international cooperation. But as climate change accelerates, this seemingly peaceful region is transforming into a geopolitical powder keg. The melting ice isn't just an environmental crisis. It's a strategic opening that has ignited a high-stakes race for new shipping lanes, vast resources, and global dominance. The Arctic is warming at 3 times the global average, a phenomenon with far-reaching consequences. As the ice recedes, it is revealing new shipping lanes that could fundamentally alter global trade. The Northern Sea route along Russia's coast and the Northwest Passage through the Canadian Arctic archipelago offer significantly shorter transit times from Asia to Europe compared to traditional routes like the Suez Canal. For example, a journey from Yokohama, Japan to Murmansk, Russia, could be reduced by over 50%, according to the Arctic Institute. This thawing frontier is also providing access to what is believed to be vast untapped natural resources. However, this new era of competition is straining the traditional framework of cooperation. The Arctic Council, once a model of peaceful collaboration, is now challenged by broader geopolitical tensions, particularly the suspension of cooperation with Russia since 2022. Beneath the melting ice lies a treasure trove of untapped resources, and the scramble to claim them is intensifying. The region is estimated to hold significant deposits of oil, gas, and an abundance of critical minerals essential for everything from electric vehicles to military technology. Russia is at the forefront of this scramble, asserting its claims to a massive portion of the Arctic seabed. It has filed a claim with the United Nations to extend its continental shelf to the Lomonosov Ridge, a major undersea mountain chain. The purpose of this, as reported by the Arctic Institute, is to substantiate its claim to a vast area of the seabed and its resources. At the same time, the United States has declared the Arctic's rare mineral resources a national security priority, highlighting the strategic economic and military importance of these resources. As economic competition heats up, so too does the region's militarization. The Arctic is increasingly seen as a crucial strategic bridge between North America and Eurasia. Russia has spent years reopening and modernizing old Soviet military bases along its Arctic coast, equipping them with advanced systems like S-400 missiles. Its northern fleet, the largest of the Russian Navy, is a potent force. The United States and its allies, including Canada and the United Kingdom, are responding with their own displays of force. In August 2025, U.S. Northern Command conducted Arctic Edge 2025, a joint exercise in Alaska with forces from the UK and Denmark. This coincided with Northern Edge 2025, a large-scale global exercise led by U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, underscoring the Arctic's role in global military strategy. Meanwhile, Russia deployed warships to the Far East region near Alaska on a patriotic mission, while U.S. and Canadian aircraft and vessels conducted their own operation in nearby waters, as reported by Newsweek. This geopolitical scramble for resources in the Arctic presents a stark and profound paradox. The very act of exploiting the region's oil, gas, and minerals will only accelerate the climate change that is making this access possible. Indigenous communities, who have called the Arctic home for centuries, are bearing the brunt of these changes. Thawing permafrost is damaging their infrastructure and threatening entire villages. The U.S. Climate Resilience Toolkit notes that changes in wildlife and fish migratory patterns disrupt subsistence hunting and gathering, posing a direct threat to their food security and cultural heritage. This places the interests of these communities in direct conflict with the national ambitions of major powers. As the Arctic continues its dramatic transformation, the world stands at a crossroads. The future of this region could be one of unprecedented cooperation, driven by diplomacy and scientific collaboration. Or it could descend into a new era of confrontation, fueled by resource competition and military posturing. The decisions made today by the world's most powerful nations will not only determine the fate of the Arctic, but will also set the course for global stability and the future of our planet. The Arctic is no longer a footnote. It is the main chapter in the story of international power shifts. Its long-term outlook will be a crucial indicator of whether the world can unite to face a common challenge or if national interest will ultimately prevail. Subscribe to Global Crossroads and stay informed on the forces shaping our future.